Today our topic is the power of Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. It might sound strange or even scary to think about death, but this idea has been used for centuries as a tool to live a better, more meaningful life. Memento Mori is a Latin phrase that means, remember you must die. It is not about being afraid of death or focusing on the end. Instead, it is about using the awareness of death to inspire us to live fully, to appreciate what we have, and to make the most of our time. Life is short, and remembering this can help us focus on what truly matters. Let's start by thinking about time. Time is one of the most valuable things we have, but we often waste it. We get distracted by small problems, by things that don't really matter, or by chasing things that won't make us happy in the long run. But if we remember that our time is limited, we can start to use it more wisely. Imagine if you knew exactly how much time you had left. Would you spend it worrying about things that don't matter? Would you waste it on anger, jealousy, or fear? Probably not. You would focus on the people you love, the things that bring you joy, and the work that gives your life meaning. Memento Mori reminds us that we don't know how much time we have, so we should make the most of every day. Now let's talk about fear. Many of us live with fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These fears can hold us back from taking risks, from trying new things, and from living life to the fullest. But when we remember that death is inevitable, it can help us put these fears into perspective. What's the worst that can happen if you fail? You might feel embarrassed, or you might lose some money. But in the end, it won't matter as much as you think. On the other hand, if you never try, you might miss out on something amazing. Memento Mori reminds us that life is too short to let fear control us. It encourages us to take chances, to follow our dreams, and to live without regret. Another important lesson from Memento Mori is gratitude. When we remember that life is finite, we start to appreciate the things we have. We realize that even the small moments, a beautiful sunset, a kind word from a friend, a warm meal are precious. We stop taking things for granted and start noticing the beauty in everyday life. Gratitude is a powerful tool for happiness. It helps us focus on what we have instead of what we lack. It reminds us that even in difficult times, there is always something to be thankful for. Memento Mori teaches us to cherish the present moment, because we never know when it will be our last. Let's also talk about relationships. Often we get so caught up in our own problems and ambitions that we forget about the people around us. We might take our loved ones for granted, or we might neglect our friendships because we think we have plenty of time to reconnect later. But life is unpredictable, and we don't know how much time we have with the people we care about. Memento Mori reminds us to show love and kindness to others while we can. It encourages us to mend broken relationships, to express our feelings, and to spend quality time with the people who matter most. When we remember that death is a part of life, we are more likely to prioritize our relationships and to treat others with compassion and respect. Now let's think about success and ambition. Many of us spend our lives chasing success, a better job, more money, more recognition. But if we're not careful, we can become so focused on these goals that we forget to enjoy the journey. We might sacrifice our health, our relationships, or our happiness in the pursuit of success. Memento Mori reminds us that no matter how much we achieve, we can't take it with us when we die. This doesn't mean we shouldn't work hard or have goals, but it does mean we should think about what kind of success really matters. Is it about making a difference in the world? Is it about helping others? Is it about creating something meaningful? When we remember that life is short, we are more likely to focus on the kind of success that brings true fulfillment. Another important aspect of Memento Mori is humility. In our modern world, it's easy to feel like we are the center of the universe. We might think we are invincible, or that our problems are the most important thing in the world. But remembering that we will die helps us stay humble. It reminds us that we are just a small part of something much bigger. It helps us see our problems in perspective and to realize that many of the things we worry about are not as important as we think. Humility also helps us connect with others. When we remember that everyone is dealing with their own struggles and that we are all equal in the face of death, we are more likely to treat others with kindness and understanding. Let's also talk about resilience. Life is full of challenges, pain, loss, failure, and disappointment. These things are inevitable, and they can be hard to deal with. But when we remember that death is a part of life, it can help us find the strength to keep going. Memento Mori teaches us that no matter how difficult things are, they won't last forever. It reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there is always hope. This doesn't mean we should ignore our pain or pretend that everything is fine. It means we should accept our struggles as a natural part of life and find the courage to move forward. Resilience is not about avoiding pain. It's about facing it with strength and determination. Finally, Memento Mori can help us find meaning in life. When we remember that our time is limited, we are more likely to think about what really matters to us. What kind of legacy do we want to leave behind? How do we want to be remembered? These questions can guide us in making choices that align with our values and our purpose. Living with meaning doesn't mean we have to do something extraordinary. It can be as simple as being kind to others, taking care of our families, or pursuing a passion that brings us joy. Memento Mori reminds us that life is a gift, and it's up to us to make the most of it. In conclusion, Memento Mori is not a morbid or depressing idea. It is a powerful reminder to live fully, to appreciate what we have, and to focus on what truly matters. It teaches us to use our time wisely, to overcome our fears, to be grateful, to prioritize our relationships, to seek meaningful success, to stay humble, to be resilient, and to find purpose in life. Remembering that we will die can be a source of inspiration and motivation. It can help us live with intention, with courage, and with joy. So let us embrace the power of Memento Mori and make the most of the time we have. After all, life is short, and every moment is precious.